Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro the Dragon Reignited. You are watching Clockwork Moon, and I am your host, Wolfie. In today's episode, judging by the title of the video, we're going to be tackling the most infamous level of Spyro 1, the one that everybody hates, Treetops. I'm one of the few that actually love this place, so I'm eager to get in. Now, it'll become apparent real quick to anybody that has never played this why everybody else hates the level. And probably why I like the level. But one thing to note is the quote-unquote egg thief that runs away. This guy. You can follow him to see what path he takes, but you don't really have to. Just watch my video and you'll know where to go. Because that is a, I would say it's an oversight by Insomniac for how very fast he runs. I can't blame Toys for Bob for it because it was in the original game too. And then there's this separate thief. You could follow his path much easier. I thought I just caught a glimpse of the other egg thief. But you come to this window and jump over here. That is something that younger me overlooked for years. I'd say like 2 or 3 years. I did not know that this whole section was over here. Be careful of more of these creatures. I don't quite know what they are. They're not a chimp. They're not an orangutan. Not a gorilla. Not a baboon. All I know is they're covered in fur and they love bananas. This is some kind of simian. Glide over here. Grab up these. And then we could talk to our dragon buddy over here. Lyle. What up, Lyle?
Greetings, Spyro. For an amazing tour of the treetops, don't just stop at one supercharge.
Him and his Loki horns. Alright, we're gonna take this slow. We're gonna charge over here. We're gonna grab up the treasure that's here. Be mindful of the enemies, because they will throw stuff at you even if you're not looking at them. Chicken? Chicken. Grab these treasures. Let me follow this ramp. I swear I pushed the X button. Why didn't I jump? Why, Spyro? Why? You betrayed me! See, this level does not give me difficulty, but apparently my controller is gonna muck things up for me. Will I jump this time? There we go. Hit that chest, which will take a minute to disappear. Gimme! Gimme! Flame this guy out of the way. And this stick, stop drifting, please. Oh. Hopefully here soon I can get a PlayStation 5 and be done with this madness. It is not easy to take both of those out. Because Toys for Bob messed with the flame physics just a skosh. And especially those containers that you gotta flame 3 times. They made it to where it's kind of really difficult to hit 2 or 3 at once. We're kind of backtracking to get this, but oh well. This is the path I like to take. I thought you were a key chest. Well, alright then. Actually, hold on. Yeah, this is the way to get back to the start. I got a little bit lost. Hop up onto this whirlwind and we're back at the beginning of the level. Now we're gonna go to the other way. If this stick would stop drifting, that would be wonderful. Glide over here. Get this boy. These. Here's the locked chest. And the screaming chicken. Maybe people don't like this place because it's so long and winding. Here's Isaac.
Spyro, if you jump at the end of a supercharge ramp, you can really go far. I'm all over it.
So there's all your tips how to conquer this level. Jump off of ramps while you're charging, and don't just stop at one supercharge ramp. Oh, and there's a gold level trophy called Launch Date. I think that's to either jump off of all the supercharged ramps or charge up all of them. I don't know why I came this way. Old pro me knows that there's no point in going over here. What we want to do is come back up here. We can take this little tiny shortcut. And we're going to be doing some fanciness. I just got to remember how to do said fancies. Okay. Yes, I remember now. I had to kind of scrounge up the old memories, dig them up with a hand shovel. Not a full-size shovel, just a hand shovel. What you do is charge down this ramp and jump to the right, over here. Follow this ramp all the way around. Jump, charge down this, and jump again. And we're up here to the first thief, who was hoarding a purple gem. But the part that everybody else hates and I love is the second gem thief. Everybody seems to have such an issue with it. I will show you the way. Because it got ingrained in my brain real hard. I can never ever forget it. Unlike the first path, which is so easy that I did forget it. My brain threw it away. Useless info, don't need. So we come back over here, up and around the tree, back to Loki's pad. Or what was his name? Clyde? Lyle? I think Lyle. Now, follow closely along with this part. You might want to backtrack a couple times if you have to. You charge down this ramp. Jump over here. Keep the charge going, hit up this ramp, and immediately hang a right up this ramp. What is that physics? Toys for Bob, what was that? It's like the gravity ceased to exist there. I floated and then fell. Alright, attempt 2. Charge over here, down this ramp, hang a right, up here, up this ramp, and then jump, and then glide. You have to glide, otherwise you'll hit the wall. But there is the secret of how to get to the second egg thief. Which I guess is just a gem thief. 500 out of 500, and the last dragon, Jed, who's quite the looker.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
And then he just shrugs away, like, whatever. They look like a salamander that got hit in the face with a shovel. But that's all the treetops for you. It's not that difficult, it's just... Okay, the game makes it difficult. With its broken physics, and if you have a broken controller that doesn't want to register that you jumped when you did... Oof. But I digress. Nowhere near as bad as everybody made it sound like. I do believe there's only one place left to go, and that is to face off against the big bad. The big boss man of Beastmakers. We're gonna be facing Metalhead. Tune in then. Ta for now.